I was at the flea market today, picked up a couple of books. Let's see what keys I got here, and some for amazing deals. Up next on this heavy video from Bronzeville Comics. Hey there guys, this is Jim from Bronzeville Comics coming to you with another video. And before we get started, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff on the YouTube. If you get a chance, check us out on Instagram, Bronzeville_comics, on Whatnot, Bronzeville_comics. Every Monday night at 10 p.m. we do Whatnot sales. And also check out our eBay store in the listing below. Well, about once a month, they have the Stormville Flea Market, which is a flea market about an hour away from me. This one was a little bit different, though, because usually the flea market lasts 2 days, but twice a year, I think in June and September, they do what they call the Ultimate Yard Sale, which is just a one-day sale. And the difference is, for the flea market, as I understand it, you need to have a reseller certificate in order to be able to get a spot. But for the Ultimate Yard Sale, anybody's invited. So a lot of local people, rather than having a garage sale or yard sale at their home, will go here to a more central location and have the ability to have a lot more people look at their stuff. So there was some really good stuff here. There were comic dealers, and there were some other folks who had comic books. Some are books, boxes that I'd been through many times before. So I went up there, and the first vendor I went to was, I think it's Comics and Cards. And I've dealt with him before. He had a half-price box, and then he had a priced box, and I got some really good stuff out of both boxes. I picked up this Marvel 25th anniversary of X Factor in a newsstand. A lot of collectors like to go for these 25th anniversary picture frame boards. This Boland Wonder Woman cover. Those are always pretty well sought after. This is also a newsstand. Peter Parker Spectacular Spider-Man 111. Newsstand copy. Another newsstand. Amazing Spider-Man 270. ASMs are always good to get. I got a bunch of... only one at this in the half-price bin of Sandman. I got a couple of copies. Essentially, I paid like $1 for each of these. Of X-Men #1. One of the 3 covers. Couldn't pass that up. Wonder Woman #1. This is more of a mid-grade copy, but the Perez series from the 1980s. That's a cool book to have. This book I picked up. It's Peter Parker, or Spectacular Spider-Man 116, newsstand, first appearance of the Foreigner. The New X-Men 133. On the cover here, first appearance of Dust. And this I was kind of surprised to see in there. It's X-Men 11. This classic Jim Lee cover. And then there were the priced books. More Sandman books, including the penultimate issue, issue number 74. So I already have a full collection of Sandman that I picked up at the time, but I've been picking up Sandman books on the cheap. This I picked up because the cover, I can't find much information about it. I thought it was a variant cover. Like there's a variant cover with Wesley Snipes from the first Blade movie. This is a poster book. Inside are just a bunch of posters. So it's not necessarily a comic book. Wonder Girl #1. This is the B cover. Yara Floor. Anything Doom. Dr. Doom #1. I've had a bunch of these. Wolverine #50 with these claws, die-cut cover. This would have been nicer to have about 2 months ago, but Morbius #1. One of the Rise of the Midnight Suns books. Spider-Man #26 with the hollow foil. I picked up a couple of Secret Wars books, numbers 5 and 7, both variant editions. Superman the Man of Steel 19, second full appearance of Doomsday, newsstand. Nice. Gambit miniseries #1. This was a nice book, X-Men 150, newsstand. Nice book. Amazing Spider-Man 321, McFarlane cover with Paladin and Silver Sable. Nice. This one was really nice pickup. X-Men Adventures #1. That, you know, they're rebooting or continuing the cartoon series on Disney Plus. That's a great book to have. This book really heated up last summer. I think it still has room to grow. Fantastic Four 273, the first full appearance of Nathaniel Richards in newsstand. Nice. Darth Vader #4. Is that the second appearance of Dr. Aphra? I'm not as huge on Star Wars canon as I am on superhero stuff. I'm pretty well familiar with, especially DC. X-Men 5, first full appearance of Omega Red. Nice. This is the recent book, Amazing Spider-Man 93, Gleason variant. I had picked up a few of these when they came out. It's nice. 332, Captain America 332, where Steve Rogers gives up the mantle of Captain America. One of the keys, along with, of course, John Walker and such. Another Sandman book. This is Sandman #9, 69, the first appearance of Daniel Hall. Okay. This, great deal on this. Great buy. Punisher Limited Series #1. That classic Mike Zeck cover. These are all in pretty nice shape. Like that. And then, this was the most expensive book I picked up from that one dealer. I see at least one spine tick. I have to take a look at all of these a little more carefully to see if any of them are worth slamming. But Wolverine #88, Deadpool meeting Wolverine. Nice, nice book. Okay. Then, who did I pick these up? Oh, my boy Street Side Anthony was there. So I had kind of hit some of the other vendors up first before I got to Anthony, because I kind of generally know what he has, and I was looking for some steals. I got some steals later on, but I got some nice books and a nice deal, packaging them together from Anthony. Moon Knight #14. Cool book. Another of these 25th anniversary books, X-Men 211. That was good. This, we'll see a little bit of a similar one later on. X-Men 283, first appearance of Bishop. First full appearance of Bishop. Newsstand. Nice. And this is where you're getting a little bit later into the 90s, right? And newsstands are less and less prevalent. Nova #1. A little bit of a spec book here. First solo title with Sam Alexander. This is a book. This is the second one I picked up in the last 2 weeks. I had picked up a bunch of these a year ago. This is kind of deep in my spec pile. Mask #1. Otto from Three Men in the Basement also picks these up. He played with the toys. I didn't. But this one I've been specking on. I believe it's owned by Hasbro. And there could come a time where a movie comes of this. So there were 2 Mask series. That's the limited series which came first. Then this, and I've picked up in the last couple of weeks all 3 of these related keys, kind of with prices before the surge. And this is Spectacular Spider-Man 100, the second cover appearance and a third appearance of Spot. I also have 98 and 99 that I picked up recently. This is just a PC book. Good price, real cool book, and I love Earth 2 related books. This is Flash 129 with an appearance by Jay Garrick, the Golden Age Flash. Love that. And then this book, really mid-grade, you know, definitely mid-grade, but look at this. Thor 166, the second appearance of him. He was in 165 with his first full appearance after the Cocoon stuff in Fantastic Four. But, you know, Adam Warlock is coming to Guardians of the Galaxy. We haven't seen him in a trailer yet, so I'm excited to have that. I kind of scoped around at some other tables. You know, one I went to, wasn't crazy about the prices. I found one book. This is the newsstand error variant of Batman 457, where Tim Drake first dons the Robin costume. And then I went to, there's one dealer. He doesn't, I see him at all the shows. My kids are always getting Pokemon cards from him. And he generally has like reader issues. I picked out a couple of books from him last year. He had a new box, nothing really interesting, but there's another box there that was his son's box. So his son wasn't there at the time, but somebody was covering for him. I said, let me give him a call. How much for this book? $5. Yes, I'll do $5 in this book. This is a book I've been specking on lately. I've been specking on it for a year since I was at the Ultimate Yard Sale a year ago, talking to Streetside Anthony, and Doug Bratton found a copy of this book in Anthony's bins and said, put this one away for spec. And, you know, you got to respect people who know their stuff. Listen to them. See what they're looking at. Marvel Premiere 55. The first solo Wonder Man story. We're getting Simon Williams, it sounds like, in the MCU and a Disney Plus series. So, I think this book, that was a good spec to have. Then I found, like a dollar bin. You know, some decent stuff. You know, Beta Ray Bill and a variant. And I just I found a couple of things I really wanted. Some Batman variants. This one, though, I didn't even notice it till I got home. Black Panther number 12. I'm like, wow, bronze Black Panther. Somebody did magic marker in the trade dress. That's actually supposed to be white. I picked up issues 2, 3, and 4 of Logan's Run. There was no number 6. Number 6 is the first solo Thanos story. And then this I picked up, because why not for $1? We've seen it already in this pile. Not the newsstand, but it's X-Men 283, first full Bishop. And I also picked up, look at this. This is some cool stuff. Secret Wars 1, 2, and 3. I'm always, if I could pick up these Secret Wars books, I've been picking them up, you know, especially for $1. Then they had a few books that were cover price. And then we'll get to the last dealer. So I just picked a few of these up. This Maestro 1 variant with the Incredible Hulk annual homage. Miracle Molly. Why not spec more on her? And then this Catwoman 39 with this Sousa Mica cover. It's not the second printing. Or maybe it is the second printing, but it's the one that is, the ratio is without the trade dress, which is much more expensive. And Sousa Mica's been pretty much monthly doing Catwoman covers. So then there was one booth where they had 6 boxes of comics. 4 short boxes and 2, they weren't quite short boxes, but they were filled with comics piled up vertically. And I started to look through those. So the people running the booth came over. One of them came over, and I think it was a husband, wife, or man and woman. And I asked her how much for the comics. She goes, $5 a piece. I'm like, these were all new comics. These were like most of them were within the last 5 years. Now, they were in really good shape. They were all bagged, not boarded, but all bagged. And so I kind of said, let me take a dig through it. She's like, I can give you a deal for everything. I said, well, I don't think it's going to be a deal. How much for everything? $800. Like, nah. I said I could maybe do 200. She goes, no, the fewest I could do is 600. I said, you know what? I'm just going to look for the books that I need for my runs that I'm missing. Thank you. Meanwhile, somebody else comes over, and he pulls out a stack of IDW Turtles books and says, how much? She's like, $5 each, and he puts them back. And that was kind of the experience I had as I was digging through the boxes. I only found a handful of books that I thought were worth the $5 to invest in. But let's kind of build this up. So I picked up 2 Action Comics 1000 variants. These are probably $8 to $10 books. This Mike Allred cover for this 60s homage with the checkerboard top is probably the more expensive of the 2. But that's just for the PC. I'm going to put those with what else I have from there. And I picked up, this wasn't even bagged, Magnificent Ms. Marvel #1. This maybe I'll read with my kids. They're enjoying the show. Dark Knight Metal, #1. Probably this was about cover price. But then I found 2 pretty nice books. And these are in pretty high grade. I have to see. I mean, you know, I haven't taken them out of the bag yet. But they, even though they weren't boarded, they look pretty nice. So the first one is Oblivion Song #1. This is a book that Jake Gyllenhaal has been attached to a property. Perhaps, I think, maybe a Netflix series with this. So they had the other books in the run. I think they had like issues 2, 3, and 4, but they were $5, which is about what they're worth. So I was like, no. Then I had found this one early on, and I thought maybe there would be a couple more keys, but I didn't find any other keys. And I was talking later in the day, I was telling this story about these boxes to Joe from 360 Comics. He goes, let me guess. And he guessed correctly. What book was there? It was Teen Titans 12. First appearance of Batman Who Laughs. So this is a nice book to pick up for $5. So it was kind of interesting. I thought that, you know, I was saying to myself as I was going through the boxes, and people came over and they were pretty firm on the $5. You know, maybe if you had like 5 books, maybe they'd take $20 as a deal. You know, people were like, I'll give you 3. Like they wanted like, I think somebody had grabbed like 6 books. And they're like, I'll give you $10. And they're like, no, we got to, maybe 20. You know, they weren't looking to make deals. So I don't think they knew comics really well at all. They just saw they were in nice condition and saw the cover prices. And they were probably taking home most of the comics, but not the better ones. Those are the 2 best ones I found in there. I could have missed stuff because I was kind of going through quickly, and I don't have the more modern key issues at the forefront of my mind for, you know, those books. And it didn't look like there were any real variants in there either. So I was kind of getting out Key Collector, and nothing there was really all that compelling. So, but I'm real happy with what I did pick up out of there. And I'm happy with some of the other books I got. So that was a good day at the flea market. Let me know what you think of the pickups. Which is the best book? Is it the Thor 166? Is it the Teen Titans 12? You know, I think I got some pretty good deals there. Some cool books. They may be coming to Whatnot soon. And I kind of have to go through my process of what's going to the personal collection. Like the Silver Age Flash, that's personal collection. Boom. No question about that. The Secret Wars I'll hold on to. And there are some other spec books like The Mask in there. Good books to have. Some, if they're high enough grade, will be cleaned and pressed and head out to CGC. I have to see if the Titans 12 or the Oblivion Song is in that range, in the worth getting, maybe put into a pre-screen and get graded. So, in the comments below, let me know what you think about the pickups. Have you had any success with flea markets or yard sales this season? I know it really depends on where you live. I'm just outside of New York City, so there's a lot of activity. You could drive, you know, less than an hour and find some good flea markets, some good yard sales, estate sales, just because the population density is pretty large. So I know some people always post in the comments that they're never able to find these kinds of things in their area. So let me know what you think. And here are a couple of other videos you can check out in the meantime. And this is Jim saying until next time, enjoy your comics.